Hi, Jenna, can you hear me now?
You. Hi, guys.
No, I
Thank you
can.
for joining. I hope you can all hear me.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay, great. Okay, so guys, today the discussion is going to be top notch. So you should all stick here with us, okay? So we have Dr. Farouk Abdul-Salam here, and I'm going to leave everything to him. I would like you to introduce yourself.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
so as Gina mentioned, my name is Farouk Abdul-Salam, originally from Ghana, as you guys might have realized.
Mm-hmm.
And I came to Canada 2014 to
Okay.
pursue my master's in economics. I did my undergrad in University of Ghana, Legon, and I did my master's in economics at the University of Manitoba,
Okay.
which happens to be a province in Canada. And I came to British Columbia, specifically Simon Fraser University, to pursue my PhD in economics. I
Okay.
completed last year, and I'm
Ooh.
currently working as an economist. Yeah, so that's everything about me.
Okay, that was so quick. Okay, so we are going to break down step by step. Okay, we are going to break everything down. Okay, so Farouk, would you please tell us how your application process was? I mean, before you came to Canada, how did you apply for a school in Canada? Why did you even choose Canada? And why did you choose Simon Fraser University?
Oh yeah. I think that's a very, loaded question. I will try my best to do justice to it, but if I
Okay.
tend to forget anything, just make sure you come up with any follow-up questions, and
All
I'll be
right.
happy to clarify.
No. Okay.
Now, the reason why I chose Canada was, I believe, as of the time that we were applying,
Mm-hmm.
most of us did not have a very good understanding of the Canadian system. The whole approach was, hey, I'm done with my undergrad and I need to pursue my master's. So any country or any program that comes my way, I would just, I mean, go ahead with it. So we did apply to several schools in Canada, others in the Middle East, others in Europe, and in US, yeah, in US as well. But fortunate enough for us, I was able to get in Canada,
Okay.
and the whole idea um, behind Canada after coming in and understanding the system is I think Canada happens to be a very welcoming country for
Right.
any international students. If
Student.
you really want to pursue a program, I believe Canada will be the way to go. And the reason why I'm saying that is it cuts across several folds. First of all, you coming in as an international student, you wouldn't be faced with issues of racism and not feeling at home and all those related issues that mostly um, maybe Black or African students face. Canada is multicultural, so when you come in, you kind of like blend in and you kind of feel at home. So that makes it a very good place to
Basically.
study. The second reason why Canada, I believe, should be an option for most students trying to pursue their be it PhD or their master's program has to do with the fact that the immigration system here is fairly friendly.
Right.
And if you were to pursue your program, if you're done, no one will tell you, hey, leave the country.
Mm-hmm.
You have a clear path of, pursuing your what they call the permanent residency.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I can, speak more on that.
Yeah.
And also, you can become a citizen after some few years. So that
Yes.
makes it a great place to be. As an international student completing your master's or PhD. Then again, over the past years, I think Canada has seen the influx of Ghanaian students. So you coming in and trying to settle, I believe wouldn't be a major struggle. So a case in point, a student just contacted me that, hey, I'm coming from Ghana. I don't have a place to stay.
Yeah.
I'm coming to a place related to Suri,
Mm-hmm.
can you help me? I was like, hey, no, I know Gina. Gina is just there, so
Mm-hmm.
that's easier.
Yeah.
So applying to a country like Canada, no matter where you are, there are Ghanaian students there willing to help,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes it much easier as well. So there are several factors that, of course, makes Canada a great place to be, and I'm happy to answer follow-up questions if Gina is to have it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so before you left Ghana, did you do your application by yourself?
But that's a good question. So with applications, I think there are two ways of looking at it. So you
Mm,
can do the application by yourself. You try as much as possible to give the information that they require, and if you are lucky, you get in. But having spent almost 7 to 8 years in Canada, I get the understanding that doing such applications on your own do come with some level of misunderstanding and misconceptions as well as risk of getting in. So that's the
mm-hmm.
reason why after I completed my PhD program, I made it a point to assist students coming from Ghana, especially to make sure that they have a very good application.
Right.
Package, be it their CV, be it their statement of purpose, be it the program that they're trying to apply to. So the link that Gina sent out, please feel free to follow that particular link. You can get an insight as to how to apply to schools in Canada, just so you wouldn't commit some errors that wouldn't give you the chance to. There are other professors here who came in Canada to do the PhD as well. I know Professor Solomon. I know Professor Joseph and the
Mm,
rest, Manitoba, Toronto here. So the family is fairly strong. We do have a very tight connection. So if you happen to have a program related to engineering, I can quickly point you to Professor Solomon. He's willing to help students like that, and he can assist you if you want to do something related to economics. I'll be here to assist if you want to do something related to management and what's not. Gina will be, willing to help. So
mm-hmm.
with this platform, the hope is if you are interested in pursuing your program, you can just have a look at such platforms, make sure you use them, and hopefully you get the application. And again, as I mentioned, you can try and apply on your own. You can do everything by yourself, but again, it comes with some level of risk and lack of understanding. And the good news is, just to inform Gina and the rest of you, after our first program, which we started last November, we got almost 7 people getting admissions, and they are joining us. So
Okay.
it's such a great, progress.
Are
It's
they
such a
coming with
new
a
success.
full scholarship?
Yeah, most of
Okay,
them are
that's
coming with
great.
full
And are they
scholarships, but
economic
yeah,
students or
it, it,
other
it cuts
programs?
across.
Okay,
It cuts
okay.
across engineering, economics, psychology.
Mm.
Yeah, it's actually cuts across.
You have actually touched on everything that I wanted to ask you. You just yeah, so you can go ahead.
Yeah. So please feel free. Just make sure you use such avenues. Make sure you ask several questions. Make sure you have a very good understanding of the system. If you happen to be in level 300, um, maybe this might not be the time, but getting to understand the system will help you manage the courses ahead of you, manage how to get very good grades, because you wouldn't be accepted in a program if you have second class or lower. So that's a
Okay.
very important information. So if you
Mm,
happen to be in 300, this will be the time to work harder to make sure your grades are, better. If you
yeah.
happen to be in 400, this will be the time to go like, hey, national service is coming, but within the course of my national service, I can still apply. I
Mhm.
can still apply. What are the uh, requirement that they need? What are the schools that I'll be expected to apply to? So these are the questions that you probably might want to start asking yourself. And if you don't have the right answers to them, Gina is doing a very good job inviting us to assist you guys. So feel free to reach out. Hopefully, we can assist us um, when we can, for
Um,
sure.
okay. So with the assistant, are you able to do applications for people? I mean, people who will even go to your website to see, and they are still not able to, do the application. Are you able to do the applications for them?
Oh, that's a good question. So, as you might have realized, everything that we do over there is quite voluntary. So, it's more or less along the lines of my volunteering work. So,
Right.
last year, for instance, just to give you some statistics, we had almost more than 500 students applying just to the
Okay.
program. So
Okay.
the concept was I come in, I assist you guys with your package, then I pay half of the application fee. So
You pay half
I
of the
pay,
application fee.
yeah,
Is it going
yeah,
to be
that was
refunded or no?
no,
Oh,
no,
wow,
no.
that's great.
So yeah, so the concept was basically, hey, I've started working, I
Mm-hmm,
have something
mm-hmm,
in my
mm-hmm,
pocket.
mm-hmm.
I can assist maybe 10 students. Just put it out there if you're interested. I can assist you with your
Guys, you
application.
need to take advantage of this opportunity. Okay,
Yeah,
so you
that
all
was
have to study hard. Make sure
yeah.
you're
So
getting you're getting good grades to be
yeah,
able to apply for this. This is a
yeah. So that's
good
it.
opportunity.
Yeah. So when I put out that notice, I think we had almost 500 students applying. So the whole
Wow.
idea was, hey, I can't assist with 500
500,
applications. So
no,
what I'm
definitely
going to
not.
do is I want to see how serious the guys are.
Mm-hmm,
So you have to do your statement of purpose. You have to do your CV. You have to do everything. But
mm-hmm.
before you do that, I'm going to give you the guide. So how
Okay.
to write a CV. When you go to the website, I have a session. I tell you this is how to write the CV. This is the material you need to write a CV with. Statement of purpose. I tell you this is how to go about it. This is
Mm-hmm,
what you need to do. Because the whole idea here is you guys are graduate students. You guys are mature students. You should be able to do this on your own.
on
So
your
if I'm
own.
to give you the guide, it will be much easier. So
Mm-hmm,
those who really put in the effort were able to complete all these requirements on time, and they go like, hey, Dr. Farouk, I'm done. This is my application package. I'm ready to submit. I look at it, I pay half, you pay the other half, then we put in the application. So that's how we did. And at the end of the day, I was able to assist with partial payment, which is $50 or so.
mm-hmm,
We were able to assist around 20 or more students apply. And
mm.
out of those 20 or more students, as I mentioned, we have 7 or so students coming in to pursue their program. So that's the whole idea. So
Very
if the
impressive.
understanding is that you want to come in and tell me, hey, I want you to write my CV for me, I want you
No,
to write
no, no
the
way.
purpose,
Mm-hmm.
that's not it.
No.
I'll give you the tools, utilize it. Let me see how serious you are.
Mm-hmm.
If there are any minor things that need to be done, I will help you with that. Then we have a very good package, then we submit it, hopefully we get the admission.
Oh,
So that's
that's
how it.
yeah, yeah. I think you guys are doing a great job. I didn't even know about this, but I think this is something that I know that lots of people will be interested in because I keep getting messages on all of this. And I mean, you're getting a free resource, you're getting a free part, what's it called, application fee payments. And I think it's a good thing. And yeah, you guys are doing amazing. Good job, Dr. Farouk. Okay, and so for now, would you want to tell us? I think I asked the question that I asked earlier was how your application process was. I mean, obviously, now you are here. How was the visa process like? Was it challenging before you left Ghana? Was it challenging?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I like the way you asked the question as of the time I left Ghana and
Mhm.
the system as of now. I think these
Yeah.
are two separate
Oh, it's
worlds
so
altogether.
different now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
as
true.
of the time, yeah, as of the time that I left Ghana, that was 2014. I believe the understanding was that if you had to get the admission and then the scholarship, I think things will be much easier.
Easier.
So that can apply to me in a
Mm-hmm.
way because as soon as I got my scholarship package from University of Manitoba and I submitted it together with my bank statement from my dad. Obviously, within 2 or 3 weeks, everything was done and I was able to make it. Now the system is a bit
Yeah,
different.
it takes more
For
than
you
three
to
months. Yeah,
exactly, and even if you are to get a scholarship, you probably might need to show, extra
extra
funding,
funding. Yeah,
work hard to, make sure your package is very, rich, just for them to understand that indeed you are someone who really qualifies for the program.
yeah.
So let me just quickly go over in terms of the application process.
Okay.
So before we came in 2014, I know for sure that it wasn't that competitive per the program because now,
Mm.
so the time that we're applying, no, nobody knew much about the University of Manitoba Economics program. So I believe when I was applying, I might have been the only Ghanaian applying also.
Okay.
So when the application process came in, it was fairly easy for me to get. Now, with my experience from last year when I was helping studio the Ghanaian students, we tend to see almost five or so students applying to the same schools,
Applying,
the same
yeah.
way, because people now have a very good understanding of the Canadian system. They're very eager to come in. They know
Mm-hmm.
the benefits that
That comes
um,
with it.
they tend to get from it,
Mm-hmm.
or counts with it, as you mentioned. So the competition is very, very, very tight. You
Yeah.
tend the same student from the same country. So there you have to, make sure that your application stands out, your grade stands out,
Oh
your
wow.
statement of grade stands out.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the
Mm-hmm.
things that you have to keep in mind. Now, secondly, to also increase your chances, I always advise the student, don't apply to only one school. I applied to only one school, I got in, that was the end of the story. But now that's not the case. If you're applying, you don't have to apply to only one school, you have to apply to several schools. So the reason why you do that is just so you increase your chances of getting in first, and
Yeah.
also make sure you increase the chances of getting a scholarship. And I always advise the students to do this. So, and those who heeded to this advice got several the applications got accepted. If I
Okay.
don't get A, I might get B. If I don't
Mm-hmm.
get B, I
Yeah.
might get C. So this is my advice. Don't apply to only one school. Apply to two or three schools if you can. And I know for sure that it comes with some financial burden as well.
Yeah.
And that was the reason why I had the idea of maybe assisting with the partial payments. Hopefully, you
Mm-hmm.
can equally assist yourself with the other payments and also
Yeah.
applying to other schools that might equally help you. So that would be the second aspect of it. And the third thing, if you are trying to apply to such schools, is you really have to research. And I say you have to research because if you want to be spoon-fed and be told that apply to school A and school B, they're not going to make it. So when you go
Yeah.
to my website, I try to list all the provinces that we have in Canada, and under each province, a school that you might find, and under each school, the program that you might find. So when you
Oh,
do the
that is
research,
a great details because mostly people text me and they're like, Gina, I want to come to Canada. Which province should I apply for? Right? And I
yeah,
tell them there are so many provinces in Canada. So just go to Google the program you want to do. The schools, there are so many schools that will come up. But Dr. Farouk here is telling us now that he has all the list of provinces and the schools that are in the provinces. And yeah, and I believe that information is very important, and it makes it easier for other people to know the number of schools in, I mean, certain schools that will be beneficial to you, right? So yeah, that's great.
yeah. So when you go in and you do your research based on that, you tend to understand Canada first of all, understand the geography, understand the
Mm-hmm,
schools, understand the program, see which program suits you. Look at whether you qualify
mm-hmm,
for it or not. If you do that, then you tend to increase your chances. But if you just want to stay and you want Gina to come and tell you that, hey, apply to school A or school B, mind you, the fact that she's mentioning school A or school B means that it's known by almost everyone. So the
mm-hmm.
competition is going to be extremely
Right.
difficult, and your chances are going to be slim. So last year there was this particular student who just went on the website, did the research on his own, and then he was like, okay, I think this school nobody might know much about it. Let me apply. He applied, he got in, and he's with us currently in
Mm,
Canada, in one of the provinces in the
mm,
Atlantic provinces. So this will be my advice. First of all, go look at the province, look at the school, look at their requirements. So if they're asking about CV, my website has a link on how to write a CV.
how to
It
write
also has
one.
a discussion on how to write a CV with Professor Solomon. Now, if you
Okay.
are doing something related to engineering, my website has a discussion with Professor Solomon where he takes you through how to apply to engineering schools. If you want to do something related to the social sciences, I did have a discussion with Professor Joseph Asuma. He is in University of Manitoba. He's a professor there. He answered almost all the questions related to the sociology, so
Okay.
sociology, psychology, and all those related programs. If you want to do something related to economics, I do have a discussion with Professor Amegashi. He's a professor in wealth, a business school. He's a
Mm-hmm.
professor in economics.
Okay.
That discussion can equally help you understand the processes involved. So these are the things that you need to be doing. And again, don't stay there thinking that you'll be spoon fed into understanding the system. No, that's not going to work.
That's great information. You know what? You have answered so many questions. You have said so many things at a time. And I believe that this information is going to help so many people. So yes, if you still have questions, I get questions in my DM. I'm not able to open now because I'm not able to read them now because my other phone died, my battery died. And so, but I'll still go back. I believe that this won't be the last time we'll be having Dr. Farouk here. I know he's a very busy man, very, very busy. Yeah, he's a very busy person. Yeah, so, but we'll try our best. And then, so you mentioned that, so I think we have been talking more about Canada. Do you also help people with other countries?
Oh yeah, so with other countries, I believe US might be the closest to Canada in terms of the system and how the application processes do go. But to be frank with you, I hardly have much say after just the CV and then the statement of purpose, which is pretty much generic for all graduate schools in North
Mm-hmm.
America. So when you're done with that, with the processing for US, I don't know much about it. So I need to be
Okay.
pretty much frank about it. So I just end at the application process. If I need to refer you to someone or a colleague who happens to be in the US and understand the system, I surely do that, but I
Okay.
don't have to say
Okay.
on the visa process. For the Canadian system, because you and I are here, there isn't any um, gray area. Is pretty much straightforward. You don't need any special visa payment to someone before you
Mm-hmm.
can get it. Everything is
Yeah.
on the website. So with
Yeah.
those questions, we can assist, or I can assist, guide you. I don't. Sorry for US, I don't have much to say. Quite a frankly.
Much details. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. And I think, guys, Canada is one of the best places to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Personally, when people ask about where to apply for schools, I'm like, somebody wants to apply to, let's say, Germany, somebody wants to apply to Italy. Those are places where you have to learn their language before you get admitted to a school, or probably you even start working. So why not choose an English speaking country where you can just come and start work the next day if you want to, right? And the system of education is I mean, when you come, probably your first semester you might find some challenges, or even the first year, but you know, while you keep on with the school, everything is going to be fine. And yeah, like we are all done with school, and so I believe that you can also do it. Yeah, so I'm not sure what else to ask, but I think Dr. Farouk has said it all. He has said so much. And yeah, so please do go and check his website. The link is up there, so click on that link. If you need any assistance, let me know. You can DM me, let me know, and I will reach out to him. And yeah, you can also book appointment. Do you have a button that people can book appointments with you?
I think I do have my number there. I think I
Oh,
should be
okay.
able to
Reach
number to
out.
get
Yeah, so
back.
you can also reach out to him. You can reach out to Dr. Farouk. Yeah, is there anything I should ask? I think, I mean, Canada is a beautiful place. It's one of the best places. So you have, I didn't talk much today because you have said everything. Obviously, I mean, you have said everything. And looking at where you stand now, you came with a master's program, you finished with that. You did your PhD, and now you're Dr. Farouk, and you are assistant students. And so yeah, if even if there was or there's been difficulties along the line, you've been able to sail through. And I have been able to sail through. I'm done with my studies. I work full time. We're just living our lives. So we have all been able to do it. So you can also do it. Whoever wants to come to Canada, you can do it if you put your mind to it. Yeah, so I think Would you like to add any other thing? If not, I think I have some questions here, but I think you have answered almost all.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this interview has been awesome, and I appreciate you so much. Yeah, in the beginning we had some challenges trying to bring him on, so but he finally got here, and I think we've had a very productive conversation. So I really appreciate you, Farouk. Thank you so much. And I think
Thank
that's
you.
it. Yeah, that will be it. Unless, of course, you would want to add something else.
Yeah, I think some final words here. Again, my apologies for the connection issues. I
Yeah,
believe
that's okay.
because I'm not on Facebook that much. I
Yeah.
connected via my Google Chrome. So really sorry about that. This might just be an introduction, just to give you guys high level what to expect and what to start preparing for. If there happens to be any follow-up questions and Gina see the need for additional meeting, please feel free to connect with me.
Okay.
I think I'll be happy to have a much larger audience answer most relevant questions that come
Yeah.
from the meeting, and hopefully that can help clarify a lot of things that might be lingering in your minds. Again, appreciate the opportunity to be on, and thank you very much for assisting others. And again, may the Almighty richly bless you
Yeah.
guys.
God bless you too. God bless you too. Yeah. So I think we have said it all. So guys, we will sign off now. Thank you for joining
Sure.
us. Our target really was friends and family back home, but I know it's very late in Ghana and most of you are sleeping by now. But do watch this video because it's a very detailed information. There's very detailed information here that I know that will benefit everybody who wants to apply for a school, especially in Canada. I need you all to watch this video. I need you all to follow the page for more and share to your friends and family. Okay, so bye. Farouk, Dr.
Bye.
Farouk, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.